Hi, this is Dr. Cordello speaking. I want to give you an overview of your research project options. We will have plenty of time to talk about this, but I want to give you an idea so that you start thinking of what will work for you. First, we have the best case scenario. In this case scenario, you are going to conduct an action research project with NJCU IRB approval. The IRB is a committee at NJCU formed by professors, and what we do is when we are conducting research, we send an application to the IRB committee. They take some time to review our application and decide if we can go ahead and conduct the research. This is ideal because it makes sure that we are covering all, that we're doing best practices, that we're following all the procedures that we need to follow, and also it is helps us in the future. If we want to publish this research, it is important that we have IRB approval. Many journals will require IRB approval. So as part of the requirements of a project that will have IRB approval or will request IRB approval, we have to complete the city certification, and I will talk about the city certification in a separate video. And also, we need to submit the application around the end of October, early November, in order to complete the research project on time before and meet all of our deadlines in the second semester. So sometimes this is challenging and not always possible. And you will have to complete chapters 1 through 3 by the end of this semester, and the data collection and the writing of chapters 4 and 5 of your thesis will be done during the spring semester. Okay? Now we have some alternative options. If you are a classroom teacher, you can conduct an action research project within your own classroom with the goal of improving your practice. So in this case, you need the permissions of your building administrators and also the permission of parents so that you can teach and research at the same time. This action research in action, researching while you are teaching. If you're a classroom teacher, again, this is an ideal option. The other choice is to conduct a content analysis research. There's a procedure, there's a design, there's styles when it comes to content analysis. The good thing about a content analysis project is that you will use public available data to conduct your research. Your subjects or artifacts from, let's say, districts, from the government, from different institutions, things that are publicly available, and you're going to go through a process of collecting, analyzing the data, and present it in your research project. And by the way, I use the terms project and research interchangeably, so don't be confused by another option that's going to be a project. The city certification is highly recommended in this case. Like I said, I will talk about it separately. You would still have to complete chapters 1 through 3 during this semester, and the data collection in chapters 4 and 5 during the spring semester. Finally, there is an option to complete a project. Now, I like to leave these options as last resource, or if you are not a classroom teacher, or you are someone who's in our program but is switching careers, or it doesn't have a background, or didn't have a background in education until this program. Sometimes, depending on your professional background and your expertise, this is what makes the most sense. So if you decide to go with a project, You will still need to complete the chapters 1 through 3 this fall semester. But in lieu of chapters 4 and 5, you are going to create a product that is the result of the research that you did during the first semester, everything that you reviewed, that a product that resolves a problem, and you will present a webinar in the spring through the EdTech department. This option usually is very attractive to candidates, but make no mistake, it's a lot of work as well, so you might be better off going with a traditional thesis project where you hand in a manuscript. Okay, I hope this helps get you started in thinking about what your options are, and we'll continue the conversation online.